Hi, my name is Karen Teeman, and I'm the director of the West 40 Regional Safe School Program. It is my privilege to introduce to you the recipients of the 2018 ICRE Excellence in Education Awards. ICRE divides the state into 4 regions and lists up one award recipient from each region. After meeting each regional winner and hearing a bit about his or her story, Dr. Mark Kleisner will introduce us to our state winner. But before we meet our regional winners, we need to talk a little bit about why we do awards. In this room today, we have over 1,000 years, probably closer to 4,000 years of collective experience. Collective experience with our kids. Kids that some call at risk, kids that many in this room call of great promise. Experience with our regions, our state, our unique funding challenges, our years of advocacy that ranges from local to state. Some even have gone to the White House. ICRE has a long history of exceptional keynotes and exceptional breakout sessions, but our greatest strength is the membership in this room and the collective thousands of years of service. Your passion stretches us. Your determination inspires us. Your journey challenges us to do more and be more for our kids. We need to learn from you, we need to learn with you, and we need to thank you. So it is in that spirit that we introduce our 4 regional winners. And we will start with our most southern region, Region 4. Kim Voss and Lynette Bailey, can you come up to our podium?
I'm going to be Lynette today.
Oh, okay. All right, Johanna. Yay.
I'm not Lynette, but I also get to work with Kim, and I'm very honored to get to do so. But Lynette, because she was the one to make sure that that Kim was able to be nominated today, had sent me something so I could read that. It says, I am so proud to introduce Kim Voss, principal of the Alternative Marketing Academy in Centralia. Kim has 32 years experience in education and administration with a long list of endorsements in social, emotional behavior, and learning behaviors. However, Kim's real superpower is the love and dedication she has for her students, their families, and the ALA staff. Kim's philosophy is that social and emotional health comes first, and when those needs are met, academic success follows. Kim Voss works tirelessly to build support systems for her students and their families. I have heard Kim say many times how proud she is of our students when they come to school to learn after all the drama they were dealing with at home. She reminds them of how they can show up and learn at school after all they have been through, and that they are amazing and successful people who can survive anything. Many in the audience today know what it is like to work at-risk kids. I think we can all agree that many times our kids and their families have lost hope. The hope of ever living beyond their own backyards. Walt Disney is quoted as saying, "You can dream it, you can do it." Kim Voss sees the limitless possibilities in every child. She not only helps students and families see their dreams, she gives them the tools they need to make their dreams come true. Kim Voss.
Thank you very much. Our next region is one of our 2 Central Illinois regions, Region 3. And our Region 3 winner is Amber Kidd. And she
Awesome, inspiring, kind, friendly, helpful. These are the words the students of Aspire High School and TriStar Academy used when asked to describe their principal in one word. Amber Kidd has served at-risk youth and their families for the past 16 years. As a teacher and administrator, her dedication continues in her school, community, and state. She has created programs like the Student Ambassador Academy so that the student voices will be heard. Mrs. Kidd inspires all of those around her to succeed. Her guidance and understanding are felt by her students and staff. She truly is an excellent representative of what an educator should be. Congratulations, Amber.
Still in the central part of our state, Region 2, Jennifer Markello will be introduced by Lori Bilberry.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Laura Bilbrey, and I'm the administrator for the Royals Alternative Ed Programs and Project Stay in Truancy out of ROE 26 in Macomb, Illinois. It is a great honor to recognize Jennifer Markello, a 12-year alternative ed teacher in RSSP programs. She serves as our lead teacher of our Royals McCall Canton program. When I began the task of drafting my nomination letter for Mrs. Markello, I went straight to the experts. I went to the people she spends 6 hours each day with, and I asked her students, what makes her so good? Here are some direct quotes that I'd like to share from her students. Student number 1. Markello goes out of her way to become more than just a teacher. She takes the time to learn about you, and she takes interest in her students' personal lives and well-being. Student number 2 has this to say. Markello took care of an issue that I had with another student before that student was even enrolled here. She listened to what me and my grandfather had to say about the situation, and she took care of it. The third student, Susie, reported, I wanted to help a family that didn't have much. Mrs. Markello helped me get a Christmas tree for them. But to fully understand this statement from this student, the importance is that Susie doesn't have much for herself. She doesn't have anything at all, really. She was 15, pregnant at the time, and Mrs. Markello enabled Susie to be a student who could be part of the very rewarding process of giving. So I think it's easy to see her students say this. Mrs. Markello is the one that the students know is in their corner. She truly represents the colors of ICA. Congratulations, Mrs. Markello.
Region 1, we have Mr. Randall Ellison, introduced by Karen Tobin.
Good morning, fellow educators. My name is Karen Tobin.
And I'm Karen Lopez.
We are from the Elgin School District, and unfortunately, Ms. Lourdes Baker, who is part of this, could not be here due to family emergency. But we are so thankful to get a chance to speak about such an extraordinary educator. Randy has worn many hats in his educational career. He's been a coach, a teacher, a mentor, an administrator, and is currently the coordinator for discipline and alternative guideline in Elgin School District. He's more than an educator, he's a guideline for the future of education and students' dreams. He has always been progressive in thinking and in application. His passion for educating at-risk youth has been shown in his 42 years of his education.
Randy always sees the potential in every student he meets. He puts students first, asking himself, what can I do to help students to better their lives? He treats all students with respect and dignity. Randy holds students accountable. He helps students to realize their goals. Over the past 42 years that he has been in education, his goal has been for students to be successful regardless of their circumstances. Randy has developed many programs in order to meet every student's needs. In fact, he, at a boys' shelter that he established, he even would spend the night there just to establish relationships with the students, to make sure that they would trust him. He has also set up work programs in schools which provided financial help for students. Mr. Ellison set up national college trips all over the country so that students could envision themselves in college. For most students, this was their first time leaving the state. They can barely contain their excitement. As a result, some of the students have attended four-year universities. Mr. Ellison has always been the voice for these often forgotten students. He has advocated at the local, state, and national level. He truly believes in second chances and has worked with the local justice system in order to introduce programs to the students so that they can have a second chance.
When he became the coordinator, he was responsible for the development of numerous district programs. These programs gave at-risk youth opportunities they would never have had. He personally meets with all prospective students and their guardians. He's never judgmental and he's always compassionate. Since Mr. Ellison has become the U46 coordinator of student discipline, the suspension rates have decreased by over 60%, and high school dropout rates have also significantly decreased. He was even invited to the White House during the President Obama's administration to share successful interventions and program ideas. For his nearly half a century of excellent service, in the field of education, especially focusing on students and families who have overcome into challenging circumstances. He has treated each and every student as though they were his own. Mr. Ellison is an outstanding example of excellence in education, and that's why we believe he deserves the I Street Excellence Award. Thank you very much.
So I've asked Randall to stay here because it is my distinct honor to announce that Randall Ellison has been chosen as the state winner of our Excellence in Education Award. So I could probably talk all morning about every single person I know in this room, and probably you could talk about the people sitting next to you. The selection committee has difficult decisions each year. We had, I think, around 20 nominations this year, and one page after another. It's just amazing stories about how we're changing the trajectory of youth in the state. Oftentimes at these conferences, we've used phrases like small but mighty. I'm thrilled that we have grown. Our conference is the largest it's been. Our membership is the largest it's been. And we're making a difference for kids. But I will tell you, after the nominating committee made their decision and I had a chance to see Randall's nomination, I just got choked up. I've been doing this a while, and this is an amazing individual that has done tremendous things for students. We're honored as an organization to recognize him. And I'm going to give Randall an opportunity if he'd like to say a few words.
Thank you. I'm honored. This is not my gifts, so I'm going to try to get through it as best I can. The things I've done, first of all, it took me 42 years to do it. The things I've done because of the great people I work with. I'll be honest. It's about relationships. It's about who you work with along the lines. Dee Dee Oliver, Josh Atkinson, both parents, Tobin and Lopez, Lou Baker, Terry Lopez. Those people have enabled us to create programs that are good for kids. And that's what it's about. You know, it's not about us, it's about the things, and I appreciate the reward, but it is about them. And for that I say thank you, and I appreciate the honor. Thank you very much.
With that, we would like to wish you an outstanding conference. I think there's a great array of possibilities and opportunities to network, to learn from each other, some great workshops ahead of you. So enjoy your conference, and we will see you